my name is Inkar, and today I would like to present an international assignment to Munich, Germany. Our company's name is Automotive Manufacturing. I'd like to start off with introduction. So the place we've chosen to send our employees is Munich, Germany, as we feel that the company will be a great place to continue to expand as we're now moving from a national platform to an international one. Here's some of the reasons behind it. Firstly, the local purchasing power in Germany is almost 28% higher than in Toronto. Secondly, we found that the economy and the legal environment is good for our type of goods. And lastly, the union density is very low in Germany, which is 70% for the year 2018, in comparison to Canada, which is 32%. I'd like to start off with the recruitment and selection process. Our company has decided to use an ethnocentric approach, which means that subsidiaries are managed by staff from the home country. For instance, for our company, it would be Canadian employees working in Germany. Here are some advantages to it. Firstly, it maintains good communication, coordination, and control links with the corporate headquarters, as well as it reduces the perceived high risks involved in the foreign country and helps us control our company. The assignment will be 3 years in length, which is considered a long-term assignment, and the organizational development is the main thing that we're trying to get out of this, as well as the family is expected to join the expatriate abroad, which is with a spouse and 2 kids. Here are some of the selection criteria that our company follows. Technical ability, which means technical and managerial skills and ability to do the job and be able to perform the required tasks. There's cross-cultural suitability, family requirements, language, MNU requirements, as well as country cross-culture requirements. And I'd like to give a word to Lovely and Adriana to talk about compensation.
Hi, my name is Lovely.
And I'm Adriana.
And today we will be talking about compensation. So a good compensation package must include base salary, foreign inducement, hardship premiums, allowances, and benefits. Other components included will be COLA, relocation costs, education allowance, etc. For example, based on the HR activity, HR professionals stated that if an employee had a base salary of $200,000 and a bonus of 20%, international compensation would be $290,000, including base salary, bonus, and other components, which will be broken down in the next slide. As you can see, COLA is approximately 1 to 19%, education costs are 15%, and so on.
Now, to elaborate on taxation, for a fair compensation package, taxation methods are important. In Canada, personal income is an average of 31%, while in Germany, personal income tax averages at 50.56%. For our employees, we will choose to include the tax method of equalization that allows our employees going on assignment to only be required to pay the tax rate they would pay in Toronto, while the remainder will be covered by the organization. Now, with complexity, challenges, and choices, picking the right compensation package is difficult and many factors are taken into consideration. Globalizing organizations should choose between internal and external focuses of assumption practices and strategies to put together the appropriate level of compensations. The process of composing a compensation package is complex and cross-references between different variables of internal and external contexts of the organization and employees. Level 1, a basic explanation of organizations include internal focuses like behavioral theory and cultural perspective as external. Level 2, norms and values of our companies like the HR strategy, which is an internal focus, and there are external focuses like the cultural norms and values. Lastly, level 3 is the surface. This includes internal contexts such as the size of the organization and the external context illustrating the type of industry, labor market conditions, and legal environment. And next we'll be passing on to Jason, who will be talking about training and development.
Hi, my name is Jason, and I'll be talking about training and development. Since there's a large similarity between the German and Canadian cultures, the level of training rigor will be moderate to high. Next, we have the key dimensions. Over the course of 6 to 8 months, we hope to achieve an immersion approach that will consist of field experiences, simulations, intercultural web workshops, extensive language training, and preliminary visits. Next, we have the intensity of the language training. Here we hope to achieve with the expatriate German language skills and adjustment and a knowledge of German corporate language that will help develop an understanding of formal and informal German linguistics. While on assignment, we hope the expatriate understands the value that the assignment brings to their individual career and organizational development, as well as maintaining ongoing communication with the expatriate to ensure success on both sides. Lastly, we have repatriation. Here, we'll be looking to reconnect with the repatriate, assign them to a job role that utilizes their skills and competencies acquired while on international assignment. We look to mitigate factors such as career anxiety, no post-assignment guarantee, and devaluing their experience abroad. Next, we have Patricia, who will be talking about general deployment information.
Hi, my name is Patricia, and I will be talking about the general deploying information. So the visa we will be applying for is the national visa, which usually takes up to 12 weeks and can be issued for up to 90 days, but will be requested for 3 years since that is what we need. The cost of it is 75 European, but once translated into Canadian, it is 120. Since the individual will be working right when they get to Germany, we will be applying for it in the German Consulate General in Toronto. Also, a visa in Germany allows you to visit other Schengen countries for the duration of up to 90 days for tourist purposes only, and all expenses incurred by this process for both the expatriate and the family will be covered by us. Next, so what you need, travel documents required. So now there are 2 applications that needed when you're filing for the national visa, and that is the national visa form itself, and also a declaration of use of mail services, which gives the applicant the opportunity to get the passport through the mail, which means they don't have to pick it up in person if that's what they want. Next, these are some of the examples of the requirements, which would be things like detailed job description, a passport, proof of housing, and so on. Now, spouse application form. So if the spouse wishes to work in the country, they must first apply for a family reunion for foreign spouse or children visa, which takes again up to 12 weeks to be processed and allows the holder to visit other Schengen countries for the duration of up to 90 days for tourist purposes only. So some of the requirements is that it also includes the visa fee is about $120 once translated into Canadian, as mentioned before, and you must prove to have basic German skills in order to apply for this visa. Certain restrictions apply, which I'm going to be talking about it right now. So as mentioned before, the spouse needs to prove that they're able to speak German on a basic level. However, there are certain exceptions apply, as you can see in the presentation, and considering that the applicant is married to the Canadian citizen, which is our expatriate, language skills are not required. So the spouse, once they apply for this visa, doesn't need to show language proficiency skills. And conclusion, so we will also like to add that if the spouse chooses to go after his or her spouse, then we will also help him or her get the visa. If they choose to apply for it at the same time, then we will also help the transition go smoothly for both. As mentioned before, all expenses that occur in this transition will be covered by automotive manufacturing. And that is our works cited. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you have a good day.